様の拳などかほどにも効かんわい。
お前はもう死んでいる。
何？もうあたくびできぜぶ。
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Hello everybody, this is John here, aka Press Bubbles, and once again, welcome to my laboratory. In today's edition of Pokemon Unite, we're going to be talking about the first dragon, the only dragon, the MVP of all dragons, and his name actually says it what it is, Dragonite. This beast Pokemon, before the hype of Garden Chop and everything, Dragonite was the one. He's the Neo, he's the Matrix, he is all about. So what makes Dragonite so good? If you look at the stats, it makes it look like he's kind of averaged out except for his supports, which is pretty much there near the bottom. Well, that's exactly right. He is not a supporter. He is a brute attacker. And to tell you the truth, his attack is in the top position because you got many average between Sylveon and Dragonite, all in the same range category. But don't take that in the fact that because he's in that range doesn't mean he's a top. With the equipped the muscle band, the guard, and the weakness policy, Dragonite is a terrible combo in terms of brute force, okay? So we'll get more into that as we move forward. In terms of where you can put Dragonite, the truth be told, Dragonite can do all three rounds. He can go jungle, he can go top and bottom. But mainly, you want him to go jungle only because the fact that you get the most experience, more bang for your buck, and you get Dragonite as fast as you can because Dratini is okay. Dragonair is a step up. Dragonite is the beat stick. So what moves would you use? Well, the key moves we want to use in our combos is going to focus on Dragonites, and there's a debate between Hyper Beam and Outrage, and in this case we're going Outrage. Hyper Beam is a great attack, and there'll be another video in the future I will do. But the two combo moves you want to focus on is Dragon Dance and Outrage. What Dragon Dance does is it's a non-offensive move support ability for itself. Not only that gives it a little speed, a little boost to a direction you want to go, propelled, but it also boosts his speed and his attack power when he goes into like Outrage mode. So when you use Outrage, he slams on the ground, makes basically a melee area effect hit. And if you're a contact with Dragonite, you're taking some serious damage because you'll do a lot of damage right away. And between these two combos, that's all you really need. And we're going to, and I'll demonstrate that when I explain in my video ahead of time. But besides these two powerful moves we have, what else can Dragonite do? Well, simply put, Dragonite has Draco Impact. Now, if you're not familiar with the game, Draco Meteor is when it shoots that little fireball like the bite does out of his mouth and hits so far in the air and it breaks apart, comes like little meteors. Draco Impact is basically Giga Impact on steroids with dragons, and it basically makes himself the meteor itself and just slams into the ground. If you're in that area, run. If you see a circle pop up and you got about less than 3 seconds to get out of that circle because Dragon's gonna come down and he's gonna be full of rage, high attack. Cooldown's crazy. He has Dragon Dance, so he does Dragon Dance. He gets Outrage. He's basically the Superman punching everything in sight. Well, since we kind of just demonstrate what we're going to talk about today, I want to show you. So, in today's video, we're going to do a little spin. This time, I actually added some commentary to the video so you guys could listen to the gameplay of what's happening at that given point in time. So, without further ado, I'll let you guys hear it. Hello everybody, this is John here, aka Press Bubbles, and once again, welcome to my laboratory. Today, we're just trying something new, and I'm going to try to give an in-game play analysis of what I was doing in my matchup. Doesn't matter if it's a win or loss matchup. I just want to be able to break down the character as the character is being played. Now keep in mind, the three main items we have on this Dragonite is Muscle Band. The guard gives 40% percentage HP to your allies who use your net move, and weakness policy. So what we're doing right now is we're decided to go center. I think center of all strategies is the best for Dragonite because it needs to become Dragonite. Dragonair is great and everything. So right now we're just using the two basic moves, Dragon Breath and Twister, and you want to try to follow a simple path. You know where direction a dog goes bottom. You focus on bottom first, get your reindeer out, and get the, I want to say Cloyster, but it's not Cloyster, it's it's a little lobster. Anyways, so you want to take care of the enemies on the field, and then you go back up to the Tauros, and you do the same thing for Tauros as well. Usually by knocking out these 4, you get your level 5 by that time, which is great. So we're still going through Dragon's Breath, Twisters, doing some damage, and now since we're up, you saw we could pick Extreme Speed or Dragon Dance. Go for Dragon Dance. It's just a beneficial move altogether for speed and power. So we're kind of just checking out around, make sure no one's over here. Oh, and we do see the Squirtle. Well, Squirtle noticed us, I should say. And we do have stuff up here. We're going to try to assist to try and get some of this stuff. But as we're doing it, though, we're letting our allies, kind of like we're taking a hit. And that little pressure we just put on them right now, we're able to knock out their Pokemon. And yes, they do eat the berries up, but there's a benefit for that too. See, they did knock us out there, but our Bulbasaur and our Baneri are not Baneri, Redfoot, yeah. Both of our allies were able to get all their objectives done as fast as you can, and by the time we got knocked out, look, our items are reset again. So we're going to go ahead and do the same pattern again. Of course, the idea for a jungle is to do so. And this time around, since center popped up, we're going to also go to center as well and grab as much as we can. So always focus on bottom first, make your way up. If possible, like what I'm doing right now, we're going to try to steal some of our opponent's stuff because we see Ivysaur is already in pursuit of that.
Still their jungle.
Now we could have gone after that mini Garvey, but it was just wise not to right now. It was not worth the pursuit. We're in 7:30 right now, so our 30-minute mark, 30-second mark is happening for Dread and for Rotom. But again, we're focusing on trying to get our farm. We benefit the top. The bottom has been pretty solid from the matchup play, but the objective right now, if you had to decide between the two, between Rotom and Dread's always first most important above all else, because that level early on for all your allies is just crucial. So okay, so we just a little bit of knockouts here. We're trying to get to level 8, because that's when we become our Dragonite, I believe. We're just barely there. We're just holding on, and let's see what's going on. Okay, so we're gonna help out because all our allies, we kind of pushed them back. Boom, knockout. We got our level up, and we still have our items. So now we're pursuing Dragon Dance and Outrage. This is a great combo for Dragonite overall. Since bottom's pretty much secure, our objective now is to go back in jungle and try to get as much as we can accomplished. Again, you see our Unite move building up, and here's the great thing about our Unite move. Yeah, probably in a game, if you want to be aggressive, you can probably get at least 5 Unites going off. And your buddies are nearby, that's plenty of 40% defense increases you give to all your allies. And also, if you notice too, when you use Dragon Dance and Outrage, it gives a paralysis to these little mini bosses, like they call them. And what's great about that is you don't have to worry about doing that damage right away, or that little sub damage takes like a second to recoil from. So we did our hits, but we noticed our allies on top are doing pretty well, so we're going to help out Wiggly Tough. Yep, and it was a good choice because they had people coming in, and we were going in, and they go, okay, we're going to Hawk Smash. I gave Wigglytuff a little boost for my ability, and we are trying to destroy this Wigglytuff, or sorry, the Blissey, and we got our knockout. So since we're up here, we're going to go ahead and try to score. Obviously, people are coming in, so we need to sort of just bash them. I would definitely say that Garchomp is a lot better suit than Garchomp in terms of beat stick brute force it does. Now we already knocked out 2 Pokemon we knocked out so far. We're just using our Dragon Dance Outrage. 3 Pokemon got knocked out. 4th one by Venus Wave. And we're able to score 40 for the mash up there. And you know what? Because this Blissey wanted to play, a lot of people are like, oh, it's retreat. No. Always knock out Blissey. It stops them from doing anything. I used my Unite move there because, again, I'm trying to steal their
Yeah,
form.
just thrashing them up.
Trying to get them to evolve, which you did. But our level's a lot higher in there, so we're just putting the work on them right now. Blissey is trying to help out. Up. And they finally did get that knockout. And this is from our sponsor. It worked out just great when you have to do your knockout review there, so I'll definitely say that. So now we're looking around the board. Always make sure when you play any game that you're always paying attention to the left-hand corner where you show your map. The map reminds me a lot of the Mario Kart map. And a lot of people ask me, like, why do you do so well in Mario Kart? It's because I always pay attention to the map to see where everybody's pole position is. And it's very important to know. I mean, you just use the gameplay, game board is there. It's like little mini game pieces playing a Monopoly. You want to coordinate your attacks by looking at what's going on. And I'm like, okay, I see Pichu going down. I'm going to go down. We're going to try to trap these guys if they go through jungle. But now we're forcing them down. Yep. Our ally can heal while we go in there. I'm doing my Dragon Dance to help accelerate. And go for Outrage. Because we can get some good knockouts. Again, always knock out Blissey because it's just formidable. I decided to skip a Venusaur because I was like, okay, we need to kind of separate these guys, and I saw an advantage of trying to go on top. I used on that move, it did miss, but it did activate my pseudo rage ability to pursue this Blastoise. And this Blastoise player is really trying to push his buttons on me. Yeah, I think, if I remember correctly, I do get the knockout from it. And not just one, not just two. Those Dragon Dances.
I just took 3 of them out right now.
Did knock me out, but I was able to knock out 3 of them. That short period of time, which gives my guys access, because now their guys are going to be spawning, and they're going to be like, oh no, we got Dread on the bottom, and the guys on top are trying to knock out Rotom. We're making split decisions. I know the reboot could do it, and we activate Rotom, which is perfect because what happens? It forces them to focus on it. I do a halfway jump because I realized that since we both got the Dread out, and that it was best for me to make sure I got my level up to 14, which I ended up doing.
Alright.
Because at this point, Dragonite is just in beast mode. And we have our Ignite move, so we're kind of doing a little target here. And here we go off. Yeah, we did miscalculation on that, but we did do some damage, so we're going to go ahead and get in there. Outrage. Dragon Dance. Outrage.
Hawk Smash.
We knock everything out. We got Articuno. We took the game board. It was just a one-sided competition. And now we're all doing Victory Dance, and hopefully they did surrender, but hoping to get that score. And they just won't allow us to do that score. So, tally total. Drum rolls, please. Oh, yeah. It's a one-sided game. 517 to 156. Wigglytuff did get the MVP because he got a score, but we'll look at our results right now. And it was devastating, trust me.